Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. I'm feeling extremely blessed. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. I guess y'all got them notifications. That's what's up, people coming in immediately. Shout out to the boy Thomas Wright with the first comment of the day. He says, salute to the nation. No short summary this time, T.O. Soft. That's all I have to say. We definitely going to get into that, man. We definitely got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in the boxing world, man. We're going to talk about Bill Haney exposing Teofimo Lopez for ducking Devin. Teofimo doubling down on his monkey comments on It Is What It Is with Cameron and Mace. Mace ultimately exposing the hypocrisy and racism within Teofimo Lopez. And then we're going to get into some open boxing topics. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy OG Rugrat 420. He says, salute to Mark and the nation. I know that's right, my brother, man. I hope everything is well with you. I actually haven't seen you in a while, man. I hope you and yours is doing well. Oscar de la Paz, what's going on, my brother? I got your video. I have not been able to watch it yet. So just forgive me. I think I watched a little bit of it, man. And based off of what I saw, you got to learn on how to, you got to really practice this, champ. You got to learn how to take your head off the line. I've seen a lot of times where your opponent will be jabbing and you'll be jabbing, but the difference is, and I wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing. I was paying attention to what you were doing. You was keeping your head right here. Pop, pop. So when you throwing your, when you keeping your head on the line and you shooting your jab, an opponent could close their eyes and just shoot straight ahead and they're going to land the shot on you. So you got to practice on, dropping your head off the line. You know what I'm saying? When you shoot. So if you're going to shoot that jab, bring it off to the right side of your body. You know what I'm saying? You can bring this other hand over for insurance in case they try to shoot a right hand over the top, or, or they try to shoot the right hand. You can catch it with your right hand right here. Boom, bring it back. You see what I'm saying? But that was just what I saw from the little bit that was on the clip. I didn't get to watch it in its entirety because by the time I had gotten to it, I was at work and I had to attend to other things. But I'm gonna definitely take some notes as I'm watching you, watching your latest performance, and then I'll let you know what I think. Shout out to the boy Oscar de la Paz. You feel what I'm saying? Boxing film, what up? He said, "How you feeling?" I feel all right. I'm a little tired. I had a little bit of a little shaky day or whatever, but it is what it is. Not every day gonna be good. Not every day gonna be positive. Unfortunately, you feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to the boy boxing film. Coffee playing, what up? He said, Philly's finest. I hear you, my brother. Thank you very much. One of my OG members, Agent 007, he said, yeah, what's going on, my brother? Thomas Wright said, train him. He too far away, man. I would love to work with Oscar de la Paz, though. That's a cool kid right there. And kid, I'm not trying to play you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a lot older than you at this point. You feel what I'm saying? That's a good dude right there. Shout out to Oscar. Pagat Petit said, have you seen Keyshawn calling Devin soft? He been calling Devin soft, bro. But he's been most recently saying it, since that interview that he had with Bruce Carrington. I peeped it. You know what I'm saying? That's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to run to Devin 80 be like, he's not soft. And that's how Keyshawn felt, and that's how he felt. And you know what I'm saying? All I know is if he's soft and a fight get offered to you later down the line, you better take it. That's all I know. You see what I'm saying? He said, don't end up like Cobra, Oscar. Nah. We ain't doing none of that. Mark, do you watch every interview? I wouldn't say I watch every interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the lead up to fights, if it's like a fight that I'm paying attention to, I'll listen to the interviews because I like to see exactly where the fighter's mind is at and what they thinking of at the moment, because I get a good idea of how they're going to approach the fight. When I was watching Jamel Charlo's interviews in the lead up to the Canelo Alvarez fight, I was telling y'all how he had too much respect for him. Like mentally, he was starstruck. You know what I'm saying? It was just a whole bunch of idolizing and, it just seemed like he was amazed to be in the moment type shit. That wasn't a good sign. So I like to watch interviews and things of that nature just to see exactly what they thinking. You know what I'm saying? How much, because you can tell a lot from a fighter by how the way they speak and what they speak about and how they visualize certain things and their interpretations of their opponents and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? You can get the idea that they underestimating them. You could have an idea that, they have a healthy amount of respect for them. You know what I'm saying? You could get a lot. So I definitely try to watch, as many interviews as possible. But I'm not going to say I watch all of them. You feel what I'm saying? Certain channels I don't fuck with. So, if I see that channel made an interview, I'll probably skip it. You feel me? And what's going on? He said, what's good, champ? Yo, man, we got a lot of consistent supporters in the building, man. If you are able to, please get a membership with Mazuma TV, man. I appreciate everybody that's been contributing, whether it's my boy Notes, Agent 007, Karma Serene, the three musketeers right now showing off on Mazuma TV, man. Please get you a membership if you are capable, man. You feel what I'm saying? I would appreciate that very much. Uh Oscar de la Paz said Teofimo Lopez can't keep Canelo Chihuahua balls out his mouth. That's fucking crazy. Chihuahua balls is nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking nuts. But anyways, man, shout out to the 19 people that's in the building, man. Let me check the likes to see exactly where we at. Let's see if we are where we need to be. You feel me? Let's check that out. Let's check that out. Let's see. And we hit 30. Let me see how many subscribers we got. Let me check how many subscribers we got at this very moment. Yo, man, just 22 more subscribers and we get to that 2,300 mark, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob for consistently supporting your boy. You feel what I'm saying? We got 8 likes. Oh no, that's super disrespectful, man. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we got 18 people now. We gotta get the likes up, brothers and sisters. Come on, man. Let's do it. Come on, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Jamal's back in the gym. Yeah, I seen Jamal Charlo hitting the speed bag. He was cooling down after a workout, or at least warming up. I don't know which one he was doing, but regardless, he's in the gym, which is a great sign. You know what I mean? I think Jamal Charlo, the best thing he could do at this point in his life with all the drama that's going on is keeping his ass in the gym. Because one thing about keeping yourself in the gym, you avoid a lot of problems and you relieve a lot of stress. You feel what I'm saying? So I would recommend that Jamal do that even if he don't got a fight lined up. Because it seems like Charlo's biggest problem is being outside. You feel what I'm saying? He had a lot of trouble in his house, from what I understand. So uh, if it's not his kids that he's spending time with, man, he need to be his ass in the gym. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Jamal. Hopefully he got a fight date coming up because I can feel how I feel about the Charlo brothers and all that. But one thing I can say about them guys is that they talented guys. They some of the best fighters in the world. And they need to be seen before it's all said and done, man. You know what I mean? They need to be out here in the boxing world putting on for the boxing culture. You see what I mean? So we'll see. Coffee Plant said, it's crazy how high school sweetheart made Jamal like that. Man, listen, don't put anything past anybody. Just because you got history with somebody or, you've been down with somebody for a long time, bro, it don't take much, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to switch up to become a different person. And you know what I'm saying? And maybe Jamal Charlo did some things woman like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know the particulars. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to make it seem like, she's the ultimate villain or anything like that. It's probably things that Jamal Charlo had done in the past that triggered her to, become bitter or trigger her to become problematic, nagging. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe she was just always like that and Jamal just put up with it. Maybe this is years on top of years of, toxicity. You never know, man. I'm not even about to talk crazy. That's none of my business anyway. You feel me? I like to keep it boxing. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to paint her out to be the villain. There's her side, there's his side, and then there's the truth. You feel me? So, yeah, I mean that shit could go any way for real. But man, let's get into this first topic, man. I want to get this shit out the way because I definitely want to open up the platform. I want to bring some people on, honestly, so they could chop it up with your boy. You feel what I'm saying? I want to talk about this whole situation with Bill Haney, exposing Teofimo Lopez for ducking his son Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this is something that we already had heard, and it was that Turkey Al Sheikh has sent that Teofimo Lopez a fight offer to fight Devin Haney next. You feel what I'm saying? And apparently Teofimo, his team, whoever had turned it down, saying that he was not ready yet. You feel what I'm saying? That was what I had heard a while back, and it seems like Bill Haney is confirming this. And let's just get into exactly what Bill Haney said. And by the way, a lot of people dislike Bill Haney. They don't really like Bill Haney. They think he do too much and things of that nature. But I think it's good to hear Bill Haney back on the airwaves, man, because whenever he opens his mouth, pause, it's quite entertaining. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Dudes act like they never been in a bad relationship, but there's some people that haven't, and that's very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? They're very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's something different. It's a different subject. So let's get into what Bill Haney has said, man. Let's hear it. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Teofimo Lopez Jr., you went over there to the Cam and May show and you lying like a every opportunity to fight, we put it on the table for you, including an opportunity with Turkey Al-Sheikh and your company, Top Rank, just a couple of months ago. But I'm going to let you know, and the people, Devin Haney wants to fight you whenever, wherever, including right now. So, let's see what your fat mouth daddy got to say about that. And Oscar De La Hoya, everybody out. Gennady Golovkin sued you, and Ryan Garcia that threatened to sue you, and I don't need to sit down with you about nothing. I see you doing a lot of tweeting, but you ain't speaking. Maybe you somewhere tweaking. The lawsuit stands.
Ooh, that boy Bill Haney out here talking crazy. No, first of all, man, he just confirmed the rumor that was going around. I forgot exactly who addressed the rumor. So whoever addressed it initially, please let me know in the comments, because I remember I was speaking about this on the live a couple weeks ago, and you know what I'm saying? It sounded like Turkey Al-Sheikh wanted to make that fight happen between T.O. and Devin Haney. They had sent T.O. the offer. You know what I'm saying? Over with Top Rank as well, because Top Rank has a partnership with Riyadh Season. So, that'd have been an easy fight to make happen. Devin Haney and Turkey Al-Sheikh got a good relationship from what I understand. And they saying T.O. said he wasn't ready. The constant picture, or the constant thing that's being brought up when this story is mentioned, is that Teofimo Lopez turned it down. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's just very interesting that Teofimo Lopez is on Cam and Mace's show. It is what it is. And he's talking about how none of these dudes never sent them fight offers, that none of these dudes have ever sent them a contract. Teo, you've been in the boxing world long enough to know that before a contract is presented, you have to accept an offer, or at least entertain an offer. You feel what I'm saying? The fact that Turkey Al-Sheikh, Riyadh Season, sent you the opportunity to fight Devin Haney, and they're talking about the idea of you not being ready yet. It's crazy. I think Bill the Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney did address it on the Ward interview. I think that's where I had got it from. You feel what I'm saying? It might have started from there and then just went on to Bill Haney, confirming it as well. And I don't think they would lie on Turkey Al-Sheikh name, considering that they have a good relationship. You feel me? So, hey man, I'm not surprised at all. Teofimo Lopez has never been optimistic about fighting Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? There's been multiple opportunities for them to make that fight happen, and I'm sure Devin Haney would have taken that fight. You feel what I'm saying? But Teofimo Lopez, for some reason, does not want to make that fight happen. You feel me? So, um, that's a duck. You see what I'm saying? If somebody sends you an offer and you talking about you ain't ready yet, that's a duck. And the fact that Devin Haney is willing to take that fight next after that crazy ass fight he just had with with Ryan Garcia, where he took a lot of punishment. Shit, you catching Devin Haney at one of the lowest points in his, you catching Devin Haney at the lowest point in his career right now. So you know what I'm saying? This would have been a great opportunity for you to come in, show up on Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And take advantage of him being at this low right now. But what did you choose to do? Not fight him. You feel what I'm saying? The fact that Steve Claggett is a more formidable opponent in your head in comparison to Devin Haney is crazy. And I know Turkey Al-Sheikh has sent you an offer that, was a lot more than what you made, because you just admitted on Cam and May show that for Vasyl Lomachenko, you only came home with like 400,000. And then what was the other fight he had mentioned? For Josh Taylor, he said he only came home with like 800,000. So, in all honesty, those are two of the biggest fights that you've made in your career. So I think it's safe to say that you've never came home with $1 million after a fight. You feel what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you was asking Devin and Bill for the $20 million that they had offered Gervonta Davis? Come on, man, make that shit make sense, bro. That shit makes zero sense at all. You never came home with a mil plus. This is shit that you've said. I'm not making this up. This is what you've said. There's been no bigger fights in your career besides the Vasily Lomachenko fight and the Josh Taylor fight. Neither one of those fights you came home with a mil. You know what I'm saying? You came home with some good money shit, a lot more money than I got. Let's not get it wrong. I'm not fucking shitting on, you know what I mean, how you get your bread, but come on, man. You know Turkey Al-Sheikh would have made sure that you came home with a crazy bag, probably the biggest bag of your career. And you talking about you not ready yet. You might be telling the truth, though. You might not be ready yet. Because based off of the fights that you've been up against, you know, the styles that you went up against, you know, Jermaine Ortiz and Sandor Martin, they giving you boxing lessons on the back foot. You know, you running into check hooks and you getting jabbed to death, and you know, you having trouble cutting off the ring and you losing focus, you getting frustrated, you lunging into punches, completely missing. And then, you know, both times you doubting yourself after the fight and you crying after the fight, uh, you know, wondering whether you won the fight or not. There's no way in this world that you would defeat Devin Haney based off of the shit that I've seen in your previous fights. You know what I'm saying? You had trouble with mobile athletic boxers. And neither one of those dudes, Sandor Martin or Jermaine Ortiz, no disrespect to them, are on the level of a Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? Devin Haney has the same boxing ability that those guys have, but at a higher level. I think he's more athletic. He has a longer reach than both of those guys, from what I understand. He's just as fast, if not faster, than both of those guys. And he has more tools in his box. I think he has a superior jab in comparison to Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz. I think Devin Haney got one of the best jabs in the entire sport of boxing. What if he clip? Boxing Film says, what if he clip Haney? Well, that's good for him then, because shit, that just make him look great at the end of the day, because he'll have Vasily Lomachenko, Josh Taylor, and Devin Haney on his resume. That'll be fucking sensational, bro. And I would give him all the props in the world. But one thing that we know about T.O. is that he be out here copping, acting not copping, but he be out here, acting like he fucking macho man, and everybody's scared of him. He the top dog and he'll fight all these dudes, but that's not the reality of the situation. You feel me? I think that Teofimo be doing a whole lot of capping. You know what I'm saying? And he don't really believe in himself how he claimed to. Bro, he's shown you on multiple occasions that he has mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? And besides having mental health issues, he doesn't have much self-confidence, man. He does not have much self-confidence, man. We see it all the time whenever he faces just a little bit of adversity. I'm not saying he's a quitter or anything of that nature, but he does have a lot of self-doubt, in my opinion. And his insecurities show whenever he talks about black fighters. Let's transition on to, let's transition into those monkey comments that, he had addressed on Cam and Mace's show It Is What It Is. He's on there, and I guess Cam was in Monte Carlo. You know what I'm saying? He was on Zoom, talking with Mace on the show, and he had no idea, which was kind of weird because I thought he would have known because it's his show. But he didn't know Teofimo Lopez was going to be a guest that day, so he didn't really have his questions in front of him. Cam's friend had actually hit him up while he was doing the interview and had brought up the monkey comments that Teofimo Lopez has made. So shout out to Cam's friend for keeping them informed, because they was genuinely about to let Teofimo slide without asking the question. And I'm listening to the interview and I'm like, damn, they really about to really let this monkey comment shit slide, because that would have been the first thing I asked. They was talking about the what they was talking about. They was talking about, fights with this person, Devin Haney suing Ryan, and what he got going on next, and all these regular ass casual boxer fan ass questions. You see what I'm saying? But Cam's friend had ended up bringing it to Cam's attention. Cam asked, and he was like, "Oh man, I don't call Teofimo Lopez was like, oh, I don't call these dudes anything that they don't call themselves." It was like, it was on the belt, but it wasn't illegal, and trying to make like all these boxing, metaphors and shit like that. Man, listen, I've never heard Gervonta Davis ever call himself a monkey. You feel what I'm saying? Never. And if you find it, please let me know, because I've never seen it. I've heard Gervonta Davis refer to himself as like, the big ape, or, him being on like gorilla time. But, calling yourself a monkey and calling yourself a gorilla or a big ape, complete differences. You know what I'm saying? Like when you call yourself big ape or you put the gorilla emoji next to your name and shit like that, gorillas represent something. They're not literally calling themselves gorillas or even an ape. They're not literally calling themselves a primate because they're calling themselves big ape because gorillas, silverback gorillas, whatever the hell you want to call it, they symbolize strength. They symbolize dominance. They symbolize, like alpha males. You feel what I'm saying? Indestructibility. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what they represent. You know what I'm saying? That's why people go around calling themselves that. They don't call themselves gorillas because they're black men. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to figure out exactly where Tank ever called himself a monkey. You feel what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford, who he also called a monkey. I've never even heard Crawford refer to himself as a gorilla. Never. Never. I've never heard him call himself a monkey, a gorilla, or any type of primate. I never heard the nigga Crawford call himself an orangutan, a chimpanzee. Like I never heard him say any of that. So what the fuck is Teofimo Lopez talking about, bro? You see what I mean? Listen, Tio, you're a fucking racist. You got caught, and then when you got in a room with black men, you started to try to act like, you know what I'm saying, shit was taken out of context. No, we watched the full interview. We know what the fuck you said. And we was looking at your reaction while you said this shit. It was like you was waiting for niggas to go like, ooh, like he was like, whatever monkey gets the banana, and you like looking around like like you said something smart. No, you're a dickhead, bro. You're a dickhead. You feel what I'm saying? And as the interview continued to progress, Mace had pointed out something that I thought was absolutely hilarious, and I was glad that he brought it up because even a casual boxing fan could see right through the hypocrisy of Teofimo Lopez. Let me tell y'all what I'm talking about. But before I tell y'all that, man, let's check these likes, man. Let's check these likes. Y'all be giving me a hard time with the likes and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Before I tell y'all that, man. All right, we got 16 likes with 22 people in the building. Let's get these likes up, people. Let's get them up. Let's get at least 20. Did they Silks Bando said they still let T.O. slide? Yeah, they definitely did. You feel what I'm saying? But I like when Mace like kind of pointed out the hypocrisy within Teofimo Lopez and started to get a feel for who he really was. And that was when Teofimo Lopez had they had asked him about who's pound for pound number one, and T.O. said, I'm pound for pound number one, which even Cam, who's a casual boxing fan, knew that was bullshit. And he mentioned a few people that he believed that was ahead of Teofimo Lopez. He said Canelo. He said Terrence Crawford. I think he even mentioned David Benavidez. I forgot who the other person was, but regardless, someone keep disliking. It is what it is, bro. I don't really be tripping. You already know how that should be. It be them attention-seeking ass people that just be dicky and be on my dick, worried about just be hating on me. You feel what I'm saying? But regardless, man, he had mentioned a few other people, and Cam was like, "You mentioning yourself pound for pound number one is crazy." Named a few people, and he pretty much disregarded all of them people. He discredited David Benavidez and all that shit. He was like, "Oh well, David Benavidez was complaining about hurting his hand his last fight." So like, nigga, you done talked about having holes in your esophagus and shit when Cambosis whooped your ass. Talking about, oh, I could have died in there. You had like this old doctor talking about, yeah, Tio could have died. Yeah, Tio could have died. I told him after the fight he fought anyway. He could have died. You made every excuse in the world, and then you even try to make it seem like Top Rank robbed you out of that fight with Cambosis. No, Cambosis was styling on you, nigga. He was styling on you. He whooped your ass. He beat you clearly. You the only nigga who think you got set up. No, you got cooked. Fuck is you talking about? So then, he discredited everybody, but then he was like, oh, I let Canelo have it. I let Canelo have it. You know what I'm saying? I keep my smiley face on for them. He said some weird shit like that. And it's like, bro, why are you such a Canelo Alvarez nut hugger, bro? What is it about Canelo that really like makes you be so submissive? Like men not supposed to be submissive, dog. You shouldn't be bowing down, swinging off another nigga's sack like that, bro. Like, when the fuck that ever been cool as a man to just bow down to another man like that? The only man that I have true admiration for is my father. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the only person. That's the only other man in your life that you should, have a strong amount of admiration for. Now, if you got people that you idolize or you look up to or you look at as role models, that's cool. But have some sense of like dignity, my nigga. Like, what is you doing? And else at a blade, absolutely. You see what I mean? And then Mace started to catch on. He like, hold up. He started to put the pieces together in his head. He like, hold up. Yo, Tio, why you gotta keep your smiley face? Why you gotta keep your smiley face on for the Mexicans, but you over here, calling black people monkeys? Shout out to the boy Mace, man, using his motherfucking brain. You feel what I'm saying? A highly intellectual, intelligent human being Mace is for pointing that out, because that was exactly what had registered in my motherfucking head when he had said the shit. So you gotta keep this smiley face on for the Mexicans, but the black fighters, you refer to them as monkeys. How the fuck that makes sense? Why your energy ain't the same? You bound down to the Mexicans, but you downplaying black people. Why is that? And it just adds on to my initial thoughts about Teofimo Lopez is this dude is envious of black fighters. He is jealous of black fighters. He is intimidated of black fighters. He said multiple racist comments in black fighters' direction. You know what I'm saying? He's you know, contributed to stereotypes about black people. You know what I'm saying? The dick sucking lips comment about Javante Davis. You know what I'm saying? What you're making fun of Afrocentric features. We see right through the shit, nigga. You are not slick. Then you go on. What was the other shit that he had said? What was it that he had said? Oh, ESPN could keep them black fighters. But it's like, damn, Top Rank got Mexican fighters. They got Puerto Rican fighters. They got Eastern European fighters. And they're all promoted well. Navarrete and Oscar Valdez promoted well. Xander Zayas promoted well. You know, when Jose Pedraza was at his peak, he was getting promoted well over there. Lomachenko, they was talking about he Bob Arum's son, how well the European fighters get treated. But somehow, some way, you found out a way to single out black fighters, which is ironic because there's been this theory around Top Rank for years that they don't know how to promote black fighters, but you so intimidated of them, you said that Top Rank could keep all the black fighters. Crazy. Crazy. Absolutely insane. And this dude, Teofimo Lopez, he a flip-floppy motherfucker anyway. One day he talking about he from Brooklyn. The other day he saying he from Florida. From what I heard, niggas from Brooklyn talk about Tio not even from there. Hitchens just came at him. They're talking about, bro, you not from New York, bro. Cut it out. And I think Edgar Berlanga has said the same thing. One day he's from Honduras, and then the next day he's waving a Spanish flag. It's like, bro, like you don't even know who you are in reality, bro. And then you making it clear that you don't want to go up against specific styles. You turn down a fight from Devin Haney. You talking about you'll never fight Earl. Not Earl. I'm sorry. You said you'll never fight Shakur Stevenson, and then you said the main reason why you wouldn't fight him was because of Jay Prince on the Donza project. Then you want it is what it is talking about that you wouldn't fight Shakur Stevenson because he lost to Ruben Villa in the Nationals, and that you was insinuating that Shakur Stevenson wanted to commit suicide after the fight. The fucking disrespect for you to do that. For the disrespect for you to do that when there's been rumors about you wanting to do something or harming yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all recall back when Rolly Romero was talking about how he was there for Teofimo Lopez and he was a real friend of Teofimo Lopez? And there was a point that Teofimo Lopez wanted to hurt himself. Do y'all recall that? So the fact that, you over here just publicly bringing up the fact that, Shakur Stevenson wanted to harm himself after losing an amateur fight. First of all, I don't believe that. I've never seen Shakur Stevenson ever talk about doing anything to himself or, he's never even showed those type of, tendencies within his characteristics, anything like that. Is Shakur Stevenson an emotional individual? Yes. Does he not like to lose? Yes. We seen what happened at the Olympics. He was bawling in tears. You feel what I'm saying? So do I believe that he probably had a negative reaction to losing to Ruben Villa? Yes. But do I think that he wanted to jump off a fucking building because of it? No. I think that Shakur Stevenson the type of dude that when he loses, he doesn't want to feel that pain again. So he goes back to the gym and works harder. I don't know if Shakur Stevenson has even addressed it in all honesty, but what? Devin sold this cotton. What does that mean, yo? What you mean by that? Soft or sold? You's a fucking weirdo. You getting packed up anyway, cuz. You getting packed up anyway. Get him up out of here. Yeah, weirdo. Shout out to the boy here for boxing with the $5 super chat. He says, for not being a coon like the other black channels. Man, shout out to the boy here for boxing for keeping it official, man. I appreciate you coming through and, you know what I mean, showing love. You feel what I'm saying? Said Sarge St. Clair. He says, Mazuma, you real, stand on black. Hey, man, look, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, bro. And, you already know my situation, and I already told you guys my background and where my ancestors done came from. You feel what I'm saying? So I always peep that, black fighters are some of the most disrespected fighters in the sport. You know what I'm saying? There's always some type of, obstacles that they got to go through. You know what I'm saying? They got to work 5 times as hard to get just as much credit as a regular European, Puerto Rican, Mexican fighter. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be peeping all that shit. You feel what I mean? So I always try to stand up for my guys. You feel me? Because I mean, I feel like these guys don't really get the credit that they deserve. Black fighters, the best fighters in the world. That's a fact. That's a fact. You can look through some of the greatest fighters of all time. There's no way you can make a greatest fighter of all time list and it not be a majority of black people. It's a fact. But Teofimo Lopez, you're a clown, bro. Like you a straight up clown, bro. And I don't know if Shakur Stevenson has reacted to Teofimo's statements yet. I would be surprised if he didn't. Maybe he's taking a break off social media. I don't fucking know. But regardless of the situation, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. Teo, for somebody who has issues, personal issues within themselves to the point where they wanted to harm themselves, you got a lot of fucking balls. You got a lot of audacity to talk about you not wanting to fight somebody because they have suicidal tendencies. Because if that was the case, I'm sure you wouldn't want to fight you neither. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I heard and what Rolly Romero said, you was talking about ending your life when you was going through some hard shit. And I would believe that you would have the suicidal tendencies more than Shakur because I done heard you doubt yourself more than Shakur. I've never heard Shakur doubt himself, even when he went through a fight that was, he had a lot of criticism, and I never heard Shakur doubt himself. You, on the other hand, you have a lot of insecurities within yourself, and you got a lot of self-doubt as well. And typically those people that have those characteristics do contemplate whether they want to continue living or not. Just my observation with life. You feel what I'm saying? So I would believe it. I believe that it would be you to do that over Shakur Stevenson. You feel what I'm saying? Why did T.O. get a divorce? I have no idea. Who fucking knows? I don't know. I had heard something about, his wife be out here, she be out here, choosing. I don't know if that's true though. T.O. not making millions. Coffee plant. Whole stay choosing, that's a fact. That nigga marriage after a year. Yeah, he wasn't even with her that long. I'm a pack mover. Who that? I don't know. They said that T.O. wife like BBC, man. That's what I heard. He said Mark Pratt. No, don't involve me in that, brothers. I never even met T.O. in my life. Don't know none of that. Here for boxing with another $5 super chat. He said 5 more for this real spill. I ain't counting no pockets, but support the homie, man. I appreciate you very much, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. I don't really get super chats too often, but when I do, I'm highly appreciative of it. So thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the boy here for boxing, man. You feel what I'm saying? T.O., I mean, probably throughout his career, I'm sure he's made $1 million. I'm positive he has. But like in terms of coming home with $1 million in one fight, he hasn't. He's admitted it. He said it right there on It Is What It Is. He said for Vasyl Lomachenko, he came home with like around 400K. Then he said for Josh Taylor, he had came home around $700,000 to $800,000. So with that being known, it's like, bro, those were the two biggest fights of your career. What fight that you have that you made more than that in? None. He said they be giving super chats to the coons. That's how that shit breed, bro. It's like niggas get awarded for being corny. You feel me? I don't really know what it is. I can't point my finger on it, but it is. I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing, and niggas either gonna rock with it or they not. You know what I'm saying? They either gonna rock with it or they not. Until then, I'm gonna keep being me. Yeah, I'm from Philly. I'm from North. Nah, membership. No, membership is something that you contribute monthly to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Super chat is just something that you'll pay like one time. Are you from Uptown? Oh, all right. Yeah, I used to I lived up there for like a year. Like up like Elkins Park. I lived up there for like a year. So Uptown was right by me. I'm saying that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, you ain't peeped the tone. Yeah, a lot of people be picking up that I be from Philly and shit when they hear me talk, and they be from other places. They be like, "Yo, you from Philly?" I'm like, "Oh, I could tell by the way you talk." So I guess it's just the accent. I don't know, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you by Shellingham Mall? Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know a couple people that live up there. You live right by a famous boxer, but I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't gonna be by a real famous boxer in Philly. You feel what I'm saying? You live right by one of them. I ain't gonna say who it is though. That's giving up too much information. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yup. Yeah, here for boxing. I hear what you're saying. I can't do the initials, bro. That's gonna give it right away, bro. I can't. I can't. But it's pretty obvious. You know what I'm saying? I can't confirm nor deny, but it's a very popular boxer for Philly right now. Nah, Larry Holmes is from he from Easton. He from Easton, PA. Thomas, you out here drawing. Damn, Thomas, you out here you drawing. I don't know nothing about that, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, Danny live out in Pottstown. Nah, T from West. Where T from like? No, is that West? No, that's is that West Philly? Yeah, I think it is. Rolly Romero, that's fucking hilarious. Rolly Romero from Vegas, I think. He said, I'm fried. Alphabet Boxing, what's going on? Am I still cool with our teeth? Last time we spoke, we was cool. Yeah. I gotta bring him on the channel one of these days, man. He been a little quiet. You feel me? He a little bit quiet, but shout out to our teeth. Hell no, Boots ain't in Brickyard. Boots ain't been living in Brickyard for a very long time. They still be around and shit. Like he still show love to the hood, but he been left Brickyard. What's up, brother? You gonna be in the building November 9th? I'ma try. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look over the numbers and shit, man. I'm gonna look over my accounts and see what I'm gonna do, man. Do I think Xander Zayas improved? He looked good in his last fight, man. You know what I'm saying? The only real way to know if Xander Zayas really improved, he gonna have to fight somebody, you know what I'm saying, that could give him a little bit of trouble. Because I think the fight before Xander's last one, a lot of people wasn't really impressed. You feel what I'm saying? But I think Xander got the goods, man. He confident. You know what I'm saying? He let his hands go, good combinations, and in great shape. He got a lot of good shit going on. He said, read the Cash App, Muhammad Al Sheikh. I'm sick of this nigga Slime. Yo, Slime, if it ain't more than $5, I ain't reading this shit, man. Come on, dog. You playing with me. Yo, Slime. Stop playing. Yo, you be sending me the weirdest amounts of money too. Like, where this shit be coming from, bro? This be the change from your McDonald's meals, nigga. This nigga Slime sent me $1.73. This nigga be giving me his leftover change from the Wendy runs, nigga. This nigga crazy. But I'm gonna read it because you my boy. I'm gonna read it. He said, T.O. Daddy get his coke from Diddy. That's crazy. That boy Slime be bugging the fuck out. If a boxer said Boots come from a solid family, I hope he gets that money to set mom, dad up for life. Bozy is a gentleman, genuinely good dude to talk to. Absolutely, man. Bozy is the man, bro. Listen, man. I don't really speak about, my boxing business really on here. I really try to keep it like from the boxing fans' perspective. But there was points in time where like Bozy would call me just to check in on me and see how I'm doing and shit like that. Every time I ask Bozy to come over to the gym with my fighters, he welcomes me with open arms every time. I could have done interviews with him on multiple occasions. You know what I'm saying? He's just a good dude, man. We done business in the past. You feel what I'm saying? Bozy's a good dude, man. You know, as always love whenever I see him at the fight. Sometimes we have fighters on the same card. He's a good dude, man. He definitely deserves the best. You know, Bozy been putting on for Philly for years. Before the boxing world, before he became mainstream in the boxing world, they knew who he was. Philly knew who he was. The man's a legend. You know what I'm saying? What he was able to do with Pooh and Farah and then his son, sensational. Sensational. You feel what I mean? Shout out to Bo, man. You know, he's even giving me pointers on like how to like fix certain things on my fighters. I tell him like, yo, he probably don't even remember this for real. But I'd be like, yo, man, my fighter having trouble with, A, B, and C. What should I do? And he'd be like, yo, man, I had a fighter had trouble with that. I did this, and that. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. Boots grew up rich? No, absolutely not. He said, the baby ends up being the best. That's usually what happens because what happens is they learn from their brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's like the older ones, they learn on the job. You feel what I'm saying? And the youngest one, they watch, all their successes, all their failures, they learn from it, and they come into the sport with an advantage. You feel what I'm saying? Man Zone, my brand, close to your name. Okay, shout out the Man Zone, man. Mazuma Man Zone in the motherfucking building. For sure, for sure. The Stranger, he says, how is T.O. Sr. cool with Junior talking reckless about black folks when he has a black grandkid? Shit is wild. Damn, Stranger, you messy as fuck. You know something I don't know? You know something I don't know, Stranger? Shit. He said he got a black grandkid. You know something I don't know, my brother? That's crazy. Say, yo, bro, you going to the Emmanuel Rodriguez fight? Who you talking about? You talking about like the Puerto Rican Emmanuel Rodriguez, or you talking about Solsarito? Who you talking about? You talking about that fight at the Prudential Center in Newark? Because if so, I definitely won't be there. You definitely won't catch me there. Oh shit! I thought you was talking about T.O.'s son being his black grandkid. I was about to say, God damn. Um, I didn't know that. I didn't know T.O.'s sister had a kid with a black man. I didn't know that. Sarito, nah, I ain't gonna be there, man, unfortunately. But I heard he fighting an undefeated dude. You know what I'm saying? Best of luck to him, and hopefully he pull that off, man. You feel what I mean? Sarito came to my gym a few times to spar. Good people, bro. Real good people. Said T.O. sister love a black banana. That's crazy. Where you from, NL? You from out Newark? You from Jersey? Or you from Philly? Where you from, man? Coffee Plant said, Mark, you seen Carmel with DSG? Well, he's not with DSG. Obviously, he with Mayweather Promotions, but Danny Garcia gonna add him to the card. You know what I'm saying? That's what they moving him. They moving him, bro. You know what I'm saying? They moving him well. They adding him to cards. They keeping him active. You know what I'm saying? Carmel, that's the best thing you could do for Carmel right now. A young kid that sharpening up his tools and hosts a fight for a world title soon. You just keeping him active. You feel me? So, yeah, I seen that Carmel gonna be fighting in Philly, man. I might have to pull up on Carmel. You feel me? North. Oh, you from North? I think we had that conversation before. Got a house in Williamsport. That shit kind of far, ain't it? I think somebody had offered me a fight event out there in Williamsport, but that shit. I remember that. I remember looking it up and like, damn, this shit a little hype. T.O. used to be a likable dude. Yeah, I remember that, man. Like when T.O. actually had his bearings about him, bro. T.O. actually was. It was cool. He said he got a white girl in Williamsport. That's crazy. He said Mark know the whole Philly globe. I'm locked in with Philly, man. What can I say? Locked in with Philly, man. Now I don't know street shit. I've definitely never been a street nigga, but I know what be going on around here. Oscar De La Pasa said Carmel good, but he overhyped as hell. All the little amateur dudes can't keep dudes sack. I don't think mouth. Well, I seen the dude that beat him in the amateur is about to turn pro in Phillies, Quinn Moses, on November 9th. So that's what's up, bro. He said, see, he know what Philly dudes go to Williamsport for. I don't think I've ever been over there, man. I don't think I've ever been over there. Let me check. Yeah, that shit a good 3 hours away. Yeah, I remember they had sent shit. That shit passed Scranton, my nigga. Goddamn. I remember Scranton was a little bit of a ride. Shit. Allentown, I've definitely been to Allentown. I love Allentown. Bethlehem, Allentown, I love that shit over there. They got a good casino for some fights over there. I think it's called Wind Creek now, but it used to be called the Sands. That was my shit. Damn, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I ain't too familiar with y'all game, man. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with Williamsport. I probably go over there for an amateur show. They be having amateur shows over there all the time. What? Eve is from Philly. We threw hands in the studio. What is you talking about? You talking about you fought Eve? I ain't gonna lie. I had the biggest crush on Eve when I was a young boy, bro. The biggest. Oh, all right. You went to Rutgers. All right. Little baseball and dog food is what Williamsport is known for. Damn. I was gonna say something. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. So that's not a PG. Low nose boxing lost his hair at a pagan ritual. This nigga, bro. He said dog food. I said, oh, you. Southpaw did live in Philly for like a year because he a stay at home husband, so his girl be having to travel for work sometimes. You feel me? So he gotta follow wherever his girl go. You feel what I'm saying? So if his girl gotta take a job out in Cincinnati, he gonna go to Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? She like, babe, come on, let's go. We gotta go to Philly for a year. We gotta take this contract over here. He gotta follow her lead. You feel what I'm saying? He gotta stay home. You know what I'm saying? With his little shorts on and wash the dishes. You know what I mean? Keep his wife intrigued. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, he gotta make sure the house clean. He gotta make sure the counters is wiped down. You gotta make sure her drawers clean when she come home. you gotta make sure that that the bed is made, the pillows ain't dirty. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of shit Southpaw gotta do when he ain't making videos, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, the nigga stay at home husband. This girl go home or go to work and get the guac. You know what I'm saying? Get the guacamole. You know what I mean? He at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Watering his plants and being a faithful husband. I still don't understand his beef with Greg. It's simple, bro. Southpaw, he like to disrespect people and think that shit. He think everybody's supposed to just take it and go on with their lives and shit. Some people gonna really want to hurt you behind that. There's people that don't play about their respect, and I guess Greg one of them. So that I told y'all that fight not gonna happen, man. Like Greg not gonna. Greg want to fight Southpaw. Southpaw would never fight Greg. Southpaw would never fight anybody who knows how to throw hands because he understands that that was to be caught on film or anything like that. It could ruin his reputation and fuck with his money. You feel what I'm saying? He would never fight nobody. He would rather just keep running his mouth and running up a check while niggas is mad. Slime be tripping. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Greg will stop Southpaw. Southpaw can't box for real. He can't really fight. He be punching on niggas that he be doing one-on-one sessions where he think he a fighter. Then he said that he was an amateur and his record was 16-8. I'm like, nigga, that's terrible. Nigga, that's terrible. A third of your total fights is losses, bro. You lost 33% of your fights. There's no way you had 24 amateur fights. No way. That's not his. Richie Valens is not his real name. He was a contender as an amateur. He was trash, bro. Nigga was a fucking world class journeyman in the amateurs. That's not his name neither, bro. That his name ain't public. He's never revealed his real name. Trust me, if that was his real name, they would have been found info on him. He's never put his name out publicly for people to know. The only people that would know Southpaw's real name is the niggas that cut him his check, YouTube. But of course, they keep their shit confidential. There's no way for us to know his real name. Anyways, let's get into some boxing talk, man, before I get up out of here. Because, after this hour, I'm going to definitely fall back for the night. Y'all can see it in my eyes. I'm a tired motherfucker right now. So, let's get some boxing questions out the way, man. What did I say I was going to talk about? Shit, at the beginning of the live, I said I was going to speak about something. Nah, I actually had spoke on it, the whole suicidal thing, you feel me? Yeah, I seen people saying his name was Felipe too. That's not his real name, bro. Mm-mm. Speak on Tank cherry picking. Well, listen, man. It's sad that at this point in Tank's career, he still hasn't fought any elite level fighters. You feel what I'm saying? That just seems to be the constant theme in Tank's career, but it doesn't seem like he really gives a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, in this particular circumstance, at this current point in time, it doesn't seem like any elite fighters are legitimately available for Tank right now. Whether it's Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson out with an injury right now, but prior to that, he had signed a 2-fight deal with Matchroom, and he said Shakur even said himself that he wanted to be a free agent going into negotiations with Gervonta Davis. So that would have been 2 fights without mentioning Gervonta. Gervonta tried to make a fight with Vasil Lomachenko, who was a champion at not a champion. Was he a champion? Yeah, he's a champion. He's a champion at lightweight right now. After he beat Kambosos. Vasil turned it down. He said everyone was available. Well, that was who I had initially thought Tank was going to fight. You feel what I'm saying? But then I seen people say that he was in DR and that he was injured, and Raul Venezuela talking about he not going down to 35 because he's a champion at 40 now, so he not playing those games. NRG Easy says, so why he don't step to Devin? I don't know, bro. Is Devin? Look, I don't know. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? I would love to see Tank fight Devin. I've been calling for that fight for years, and when I was calling for it, early this year, everybody was talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying that I'm a Devin Haney fan, and I'm a Tank hater and shit like that, just because I called for a fight as a boxing fan. Said Tank ain't want that smoke. Well, that's what a lot of people thinking at this point in time, man. You feel what I'm saying? Tank said he got a 6 to 7 fight deal. You know what I mean? I guess he's one fight into it so far, 2 fights into it so far. So I'm assuming Tank got at least 5 fights left. Is Devin and Shakur Stevenson going to be on that list? That's interesting. Devin don't need to fight. Devin don't need a Tank fight for his comeback. Hey man, well look, I'll tell you what, Devin don't look like he really want to tune up, because he said that he'll fight Teofimo Lopez next and was willing to fight Teofimo Lopez next. But I do think Tank is more dangerous than the Teofimo. That's just my personal opinion. You feel me? Devin's still suspended. Dude can't fight yet. That's another great point. How long is he gonna be suspended until? Let's see. I did see that he was suspended though. Let me see. Because usually when you take a lot of damage, concussion, or whatever the case is, or it says indefinitely. Oh wow. That's interesting. I wonder what will make them lift that, suspension. Yeah, let's get 40 likes in this motherfucker, man. Coffee playing on the money with that one. Oscar de la Paz said Tank opponent Lamont Roach, the same dude who lost to Jamel Herring way before Shakur fought him. Yeah, I remember that. That was actually something I was thinking. I was like, damn, this dude lost to Jamel Herring. Obviously he bounced back and became world champion, but it's like, I always thought Jamel Herring was overrated. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. So for you to come up short against him got me looking at you kind of sideways. You feel what I'm saying? But, the WBA gave him that exemption. You know what I'm saying? They gave him that they accepted his special request to, maintain his belt at 30 while he go up to fight for the other belt at 135. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, bro. Oscar be drawn, bro. Alphabet Boxing said, I question if Devin can make 140 consistently. Also, he blows up after fights. Well, that's the thing about Dev. He definitely blow up after fights. I just think he genuinely a big kid. You feel what I'm saying? But I've never seen Devin Haney miss weight. That's one thing about him, man. Never seen that man miss weight. He's always been a constant, consistent professional. And I think that Devin Haney at this point in time has a good indication. I think that moving forward, Devin Haney is going to have a good indication and when to move up in weight. You feel what I'm saying? He already knows how it feels to outgrow a weight class. At 135, he knew that he couldn't make the weight no more, so he moved up. And that was one of the best things he did. So I guess once he starts to feel the same feelings at 140, he'll know it's time to move up to 147. But, I never seen the kid miss weight. So until I see that, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure that he can make 140 consistently. Rollo Green says Tank is going to continue to trick people out their bread. He will not and have not fought any type fighters. So, Rollo, you personally believe that Gervonta will retire, walk away from the sport of boxing without facing anyone elite? That's your opinion, honestly. But let's say that ends up being true, Gervonta will be one of the biggest what ifs in boxing history, and he'll be one of the most overrated fighters in boxing history. There's no way he walks away without fighting these elite dudes. And what's crazy is there's not that many of them, bro. There's not that many elite people around Tank, especially at 35. You know, the only dude, I mean, if you beat Vasil, that's cool. But you got to beat Shakur. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you was to go up to 40, and, you know, you get rid of Dev, Tio, and shit like that, then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. No elite fighters in their prime. Rollo, I agree with you. You feel what I'm saying? I agree with you. Tank's best wins, Santa Cruz and Barrios. Mm. What is Tank's biggest win? Sure. The main three is him fighting. The main three is him fighting Dev, Tio, and Shakur. He need at least those fights. Yeah. Shakur at 35. Here for boxing said Tank always gonna sell because most casuals gravitate towards him and they'll defend him like his lawyers. So he'll never be held accountable. Yeah, it's like they enable him to just, you know, fight nobodies. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these fans be scared of like Tank's possibilities going in there with certain fighters. So what they do strategically is try to downplay them so that it could look like Tank doesn't have to fight them when in reality he does. You feel what I'm saying? Now in terms of, you know, he always gonna sell because casuals gravitate towards him. Yeah, man, like his name be mentioned in rap lyrics, and you know all the rappers be showing up. You know, he be bringing a lot of celebrities out that gravitate towards him. You know, he got that look, man. So I guess when you got that look and you put on the type of performances that you do, and you know you just give off like this, you know, stigma about just being a dangerous motherfucker, people gonna come out and see you, man, whether they know the sport or not. So yeah, I guess Tank is milking it, man. I guess he is milking it. And he like, bro, I can fight anybody, and I get paid crazy amounts of money. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, genuinely think about it. Like, Tank probably in that mind frame where it's like, bro, like, I can fight this elite level nigga for 15 million, but you know I can make 10 million just fighting a cab driver. You feel me? Casuals definitely gravitate towards Tank for sure. Like I know niggas that don't even know boxing, but they know Tank. Yo, when Tank fight again, bro? What you think about Tank, man? Like people when they know I come from boxing and shit, but they don't know no boxing. First person they bring up every time is Tank. You feel me? If you Tank, you moving the same way. No, not me personally, because me and Tank got different motivations when it comes to boxing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I would have the mind frame where it's like if I really want the big money, I gotta fight the best fighters. You feel me? So that I would have been try to get in there with Shakur, especially if I had Tank's abilities. I'd have definitely tried to get the Devin fight already in the works. I'd have definitely been shooting at Shakur Stevenson because I feel like I genuinely have the advantage over both of those guys. So why wouldn't I fight them? But it's something. It's a reason. It's a reason why Tank is deciding to go the different way, and pretty much why there's another reason why like his team is out here trying to downplay, you know, these fights against black fighters. You feel what I'm saying? They might be intimidated. They might see something within, these guys like Shakur and Dev where they feel like it could give Tank a problem. Coach Calvin told you, he was like, why would we fight Shakur if we can't do what we do? Well, what is it that y'all do? Win? Get knockouts? So you're blatantly admitting that Tank won't be able to knock out Shakur or may possibly not win the fight against him. Yeah, here for boxing, the people, you know, the urban community like his image. Yeah, that's a fact. K7 says he could take an L and his core fans will support, so why not take a risk? Well, we don't know that yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how solid Tank's fan base is yet because he hasn't taken a L. We won't really know how good his support system is until he takes a L. I mean, if they still rocking with him after the fact or he still got, you know, crazy ticket sales after his first loss, then that's how you know his fan base real. But it might just be fucking with him because he the man right now. There's a lot of people that'll fuck with you just because of a particular moment. You might be up, so you got certain people gravitating towards you. But once you don't lose it, niggas ain't fucking with you no more. PYP said, "Yo, I like Lamont, man. Shout out to the boy PYP boxing in the building. Roach is gonna get raided like the rest of them. Unfortunately, that's crazy." He said Tank gonna pull out a can of raid. Calvin is saying Shakur will be running when it's boxing. Typically, people will refer to it as running when they don't have a solution for it or don't want to deal with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of Mexican fighters be like, "Oh, this guy was running the whole time. They got the shit out boxed out of them. They just can't cut off a ring. They don't have no solutions for the movement, so they just refer to it as running to try to downplay that person's performance." You feel me? You think of Shakur or Dev beat talk, his fans would transfer to them? You think if Shakur or Dev beat Tank, his fans would transfer to him? I mean, yeah, that's usually how these iffy ass boxer fans do. Like, they might be rocking with fighter A, but if fighter A loses to fighter B, they might end up being fans of fighter B until that person gets thrown off. You feel me? But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm completely exhausted. I know y'all could tell. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to answer these questions to the best of my ability, but I'm burnt out. So I'm gonna go get me some rest, man. Hit the like button as soon as y'all come in. Hit the like button on y'all way out as well. Support the channel. Get y'all a membership. You feel what I'm saying? Tune in to Mazuma merch. I'm gonna have some new merch coming out soon. And like the video, share the video if possible. Subscribe to the channel because we do this on a daily basis. You feel what I'm saying? So uh, until tomorrow, man, I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. You know what I mean? I'm going to be with my son tomorrow, feeling extremely blessed. I'm excited about that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I got a good day ahead of me, but I'm going to give me some rest. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get y'all rest, man. I mean, much love to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the nation and the mob. Have a blessed night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.